I gotta go in 26 minutes. I have to take my eyeball medicine. Should have brought it with me.
minutes for your eyeballs.
It's every 4 hours.
It's just eye drops?
Steroids.
So it's a pill?
It's eye drops.
Eye drops that are steroids, huh?
But I've never taken eye drops before, and I didn't realize. It's extremely off-putting if you're not used to. Have you ever done Visine or anything?
I've done it, yeah, on occasion, but I don't like having drops in my eyes.
Neither do I.
Yeah. I don't like having anything in my eyes.
No, nobody does. I mean, this is to avoid surgery.
Yeah, right.
I'll do whatever.
Right.
So I don't have to have them poke into. They did the eyeball pressure thing at the doctor.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Where they put a
goes
poker.
in your eyes.
No, it wasn't a blower. It was a poker.
Oh my god.
So it senses the feedback from your eyeball to see if your like shit's deflating
Yeah,
or whatever.
if it's the pressure, yeah.
If you have gay ass eyes.
Yeah.
I didn't know you needed to have eyeball pressure, but if this doesn't work, then I have to go back and get injected with dye, and then they can see if it's circulation.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, for 1 month in 2025, May 2025, Star Wars was good. Everyone will remember. For 1 month, Star Wars was good again.
Yeah.
I'll get to hold on to that forever.
And then
Remember when Star Wars was good for a month?
yeah, that's what everybody called it, the series finale of Star Wars.
We got 9 hours of it. About.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it was so good that it's almost like not even worth talking about. Like, yeah, it was so much good stuff in it, but like, I don't know, it was just so like, it was just like, yeah, it was good. That's all that needs to be said. It was really good.
I don't watch a lot of spy stuff. I don't enjoy Tinker Tailor Soldier, any of that shit. Like, you try to get me into Slow Horses and I couldn't get into it. I can see why it's good and I understand why people like it. Just not for me. So I don't think I would like Andor if it wasn't Star Wars, because it's a lot of intrigue.
Yeah.
About who knows what when, and the way the information moves around is supposed to be one of the big intriguing parts of like them sending transmissions and who's got the radio frequency. And there was a lot of that with Game of Thrones and Walking Dead too, but those were either medieval or post-apocalyptic. There's no phones, so there's no telecommunication.
Yeah.
So it was more interesting to like, this queen doesn't know that her husband died a month ago until the Raven gets there later. And then they build up the suspense until 3 episodes after, and then this is the one where she finds out. And it was the same in Walking Dead, like people didn't know shit. But in Star Wars, it's like you're supposed to have ways to, and then that was a lot of the drama based around it. Well, they blocked our communications.
Yeah. I liked seeing a lot of that world building of like, well, how does it work? Because that's the cool thing about Star Wars is that it is still a 70s cassette futurism type thing. So it was cool seeing how they transmitted messages and how all that stuff. They definitely kept the whole 70s vibe, which is what that's what the prequels should have done.
Yeah.
Like the prequels shouldn't have looked as so high tech.
Well, that was the first thing that Moedians, the Trade Federation, did to Naboo, was they blocked all their communication.
Yeah.
So in a cassette futurism world where everything is supposed to, who knows if we evolve into space and we have people on the moon and stuff, we might get back into that same sort of drama.
Yeah.
Who knows what happened on the moon last month? It was a big deal.
Yeah. I like
what Elon said.
I like that look. I like that 70s whatever look, like the original Alien. I like the industrial, kind of the CRT monitors and things like that, and like whenever it would show the ISB headquarters and what all the monitors looked like, they all looked like, the original Star Wars screens, like whenever the Death Star will in range in 5 minutes, that stuff.
Intentional.
Yeah.
Not fly. And again, with this episode 1, 2, 3, it felt like they were flying by the seat of their pants. They're like, I don't know. Yeah, try that. We'll see if this works. Let's throw some shit at the screen.
Yeah.
I can't believe what's his dick who's Jar Jar guy's name?
Yeah,
Ahmed.
Ahmed Best.
He said he spent 6 months watching Buster Keaton films with George Lucas, and they didn't use any of his body at all.
Yeah.
That make you want to kill yourself? Sure.
You know, I mean, like that's the thing about Ahmad Best is that everything I've seen of him, he kind of is lame and sucks to me. Like he's not funny. He's not like his slapsticky stuff is lame.
Yeah.
And like I just don't think Jar Jar Binks was a good idea at all.
I'm 100% sure there were a lot of funny things that happened in the making of Episode 1, and he didn't tell any of those stories.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, Liam Neeson is an insane person to be around.
Yeah.
I'm sure he had some funny stories about hanging out with him.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe I think all the best stuff was the Phantom Menace special features, where they had a big long documentary about making it and all that, and you got to see how they thought this was going to be this amazing thing and everyone was going to love it, but then they realized it sucked whenever they watched it.
Yeah, that was a fun part of that Light and Magic documentary when they read the reviews.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I don't care what they say. I make movies for little boys.
Except whenever you're making movies for 12-year-olds, 12-year-olds don't want to watch a 9-year-old say yippee.
No.
That's not what I wanted when I was 12. When I was 12, I wanted to watch somebody who was 16 be cool and have cool adventures. And not a little
Japanese,
boy,
big-titted American women.
Yeah, not a little boy and a Jamaican frog alien with the poopy and the farts and
I think he got out of touch from being too rich.
Yeah.
Empire was good because he was hungry.
It was the same thing. Both him and Spielberg had the same thing happen to him. At a certain point, they just got out of touch and they didn't know what was good and cool anymore. It was after Schindler's List for Spielberg. There were so many movies after that where he had to put some stupid shit in there, especially with kids and all that. And then, I don't know. Like I don't know when it was for Lucas. It was definitely. Was it the Ewoks? I don't know. But
I mean, Andor was slow a lot. The pacing was a little bit plodding at times, but again, I enjoyed looking at it because of all the props and all of the set futurism and all the outfits.
It was a good setup.
So you can stand there and glower at someone for 5 minutes. We ended up looking up all the ranks of all the Jolly Ranchers.
Oh yeah. Is that actually documented?
No, it's a mess. They don't know what they're fucking doing with that.
That's funny.
It's not anything.
I wondered about that.
There was at the beginning someone tried to make sense of it after A New Hope, and then it changed. It's changed every movie since then.
Yeah.
Every time there's been an outfit, the costume lady has no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, if you read about when they were making Return of the Jedi, he did not care at all whether things had continuity and all that. He was so sick of making Star Wars, and he was so miserable. He's like, I just want to get it over with.
Oh, poor you. And everybody sucked his dick so bad.
Yeah.
There were so many scenes of them going, do you think George will like it? I hope George likes it. George nodded.
Yeah.
This is defining my whole life's work now because I made George smirk and nod a little bit. Yeah. So now I'm gratified at work. It was like they were working in the fucking slave mines.
Yeah,
I hope George likes it.
George Lucas definitely needed Gary Kurtz. He needed people to be like, no, that's stupid. Do it a different way. Do this better. This would be better if you did this instead of this.
Well, that's the difference between Ghost of Tsushima and Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah, nobody's like, why are you doing this?
They tried to copy it because they were like, well, everybody likes Ghost of Tsushima, so let's just do that. But you have to do it good.
Yeah.
They failed. They didn't do it good.
Yeah. Well, no, of course they did it good. They made the Samurai black, therefore it's good.
If you don't like it, then you hate everybody.
Yeah.
Your dad it's touched you when you were a baby.
Literally, that's all you have to do to make something good is to put a black person where there weren't black people.
What happened to you when you were a baby that you hate?
Yeah. Why do you care so much? Why do you care so much?
I watched 2 good music documentaries today. There was one about Mogwai. You like them?
Yeah, you talked about that. What's that on?
It's on Plex.
on somebody's Plex.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I have all the same people as you. And then there was one about the Pacific Palisades, whatever, Queens of the Stone Age neighborhood. They're both very good. I mean, I think I found what I should be watching while I work in the background instead of shit that might actually be good, and I should pay attention to the story. I can't watch Severance while I'm working because I need to pay attention. But it's about how much work sucks, so it's hard to enjoy it after work.
Yeah. Although, it's more the world building. It's like more the world that it puts you in.
And they got the cassette futurism too.
Yeah, they have lots of that. But I've started watching anime on Sunday mornings.
Nice.
I finally finished Delicious in Dungeon, and now I'm watching Solo Leveling.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of anime out there where it's like, oh, this is just an MMO RPG that the characters are going through, but it's also real life. That's what Solo Leveling is. It's like all of a sudden portals start opening around the world, and the portals are dungeons, and then the people awaken and they have magic powers. So then you get assigned a rank, and then the portal is a dungeon, and if it's like a B rank dungeon, then they get a bunch of B rank people to go in and clear the dungeon.
Okay.
But it's also real life. So out in our world, it's just our normal world, but in there you have like armor and swords and stuff, and it's basically about the one guy, the guy who is the weakest of all of the people who go into dungeons. He's like the lowest rank, worst guy, and then all of a sudden he finds out that he's actually the player character, and menus start popping up, and so he can like get quests from all the menus and stuff, and nobody else can see the menus. It's pretty good. It's Korean actually. It's not Japanese. But yeah, I've been watching that. There's a billion freaking animes, so you will never ever run out of things to watch.
You have it forever.
You will never run out of stuff to watch with anime. Ever.
This is the most Jokers I've ever had. The most I've ever had on my phone is 7. And I've got 10.
Wow.
11. Jesus. If I don't win this, I'm a worthless piece of crap. Because I have every advantage in the world.
Yeah. Dude, Heath is going to get so addicted to this game.
Yeah, I was asking him about getting booked and remembering how much effort it took. Like after I got that Baker Street thing, I was like, oh, if I just ask people, maybe I'll just get booked.
Yeah.
And then I asked the guy at the Irish pub, and he was like, no thanks. And I was like, I'm not going to keep doing this. I'm not going to keep going, ooh, I hope they like me, ooh. I can't be a family man and a worker at work and trying to get booked at the same time. It's too much crap.
You should sacrifice some family.
Get rid of one. You gotta get rid of one.
Your kids are like old enough to just do their own thing most of the time. You can spend 2 or 3 evenings a week doing something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
if there was money.
Yeah,
I also have the weird East Coast thing of if I go into a store, I feel like I should buy something. If I go into a bar and do comedy, I feel like I should buy a beer.
No, you got to be a deadbeat freaking comedian.
Yeah.
You need to learn how to be a deadbeat.
Pay me and fucking drink tickets.
Yeah.
I'll come. I'm doing jokes for beer.
Also, try just being a sober comedian and get better not drinking. That was always the problem I had. 2.5 to 3 beers in on an empty stomach was my sweet spot.
Yeah.
And I remember like
that used to cost $6.
Yeah, it did. But I remember like there were like at least 4 or 5 times where I was so broke that I couldn't even afford a drink.
Yeah.
And I had to try and
can't even pay attention.
Do it completely sober, and it just felt wrong and bad. But that's not supposed to that's like working out. Like when you first start working out.
Well, we always had drink tickets at Cedar Door.
Oh, this was not at Cedar Door. This was at like Kick Butt and.
And I had too many. Yeah, I'm using Heath to tell me what rooms are cool and good. Hopefully, he'll continue to let me know what's worth checking out. Because you and I did that run of a couple weeks where we tried to find what the best one was, and we went to some suck ones.
Well, and it's all just the standard open mics that don't have anything.
Yeah.
There's no audience. There's no regular audience at any of these places. I mean, the only place you're going to get an audience is at the big three. It's at Creek in the Cave, it's at Mothership, or it's at Cap City. That's the only place you're going to have any type of audience.
Yeah.
And otherwise, it's just the practice of getting up on stage and doing it.
Yeah.
Over and over and over. And not really getting hardly any feedback.
And then you start to hate your own jokes.
Yep. It's so miserable.
Yeah, it's crazy. But when it works...
Wasn't it fun at one point? I remember it being fun at one point. I don't know.
No, when it works, it's really fun. It's some of the most fun you've ever had in your whole life.
Yeah.
If you have a whole room of people laughing and it's
they
all working.
Love you.
And it happens more and more often the more you do it, but you have to do a bunch of shitty suck ones.
Yeah. Well, you got to get to a point where you're like opening for people, where you're featuring, where you're on shows that have a bunch of different actual real shows that people show up and buy tickets for.
Oh, you have to show up and have energy and be in a good mood and have had a good day.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of that involved.
And you also have to, but you have to get at faking that and being the same every time.
If you don't feel like it, it's hard to sometimes not feel like it. I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
But it's easier to come over here. I have never not felt like coming over here and doing this.
Right, this is fun.
But if I have to commute to have fun, then it ends up being not fun. Yeah. By the time I get there, I'm like, I fucking sat in traffic for this bullshit.
I like it more like as like a networking opportunity to make friends and find people who I want to promote.
I mean, we have definitely gotten more enjoyment out of that aspect of it than trying jokes. And you can try jokes on here and have people online go, hey, that's good. It's the same thing you're looking for on stage.
Yeah, it's slightly different. It's like it's a different art form.
It's delayed gratification.
It's different. It's a different tempo. It's a different pace.
Yeah. I feel like I did a lot of the Mount Rushmore-esque type Austin things. Like I did Mothership. I did the Baker Street thing. I've done Cap City. I really liked Sand Jack. I mean, I've been to a bunch of rooms that I know that I like those places and doing it there. And we put the research in and we checked every night of the week to see what was the best one. And
I think it would be fun to
we were also feeling out the scene, and it started to feel like the scene sucked.
I think it would be fun to have my own show that I run at a club that people go and sign up, go and actually show up and watch.
Yeah.
You know, like how...
Because then you don't have to get treated like a dumb baby.
Yeah.
Go find the list. It's hidden in the bushes.
Even if it was like just a tiny place like Velveeta Room or something like that, it would be cool to have my own show that I do on a Tuesday night or a Thursday night or something like that, and have and you know,
a 60-seater should be easy to fill too.
Yeah, have
at least a couple nights a week. 6
of our friends who are good comedians come and do 10 minutes.
Yeah,
and then we bookend it, or we do like 20 minutes of podcast shit, and then have people come up and do their stuff, and then we end it. You know, that'd be a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
But we could also kind of do that. Well, there's no audience and there's no stand-up, but we could also do that here, you know, because we're set up to broadcast here. That's why I like the idea of just turning on the microphones and having people show up and then see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the cool jobs that I want don't pay shit, and it's for young people with energy. I'd love to work at a record store, but you get $12 an hour.
Also, there aren't really record stores anymore. There's like 3.
Oh, I'd like to work at Book People or Half Price. But a lot of people that work in there look like dick-ass librarian
and they also look
nerds.
Like sometimes they look like they're miserable.
Yeah, I don't want to be around them. This job would be great except for you, lady. There's a guy at Book People that was so loud and gay and annoying, and he was just performative, and he was just holding court upstairs, and that's like where all the children's books are.
Yeah.
And I was like, can you stop being such a huge fag? And the kids... I don't want to be a trad, but, I mean, he's so loud. So loud. And I can just... being raised with Jewish women, I know. I can tell when people are... It's time for me now. Time for everybody to look at me time now.
Yeah, doing that performance shit.
Ugh. A lot of comedians on podcasts talk about how they hang out socially and they forget to be like couth.
Yeah.
They're like, well, I've been fucking around with my friends all day, having fun and being gross, and now I have to be in a polite society. You know, we have a dinner tonight with another couple, and then usually they just clam up.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I can't
do my thing.
I can't talk like I do in the group chat with Tom Segura and Joe Rogan, so I can't really say anything. But then those are the same people that go, like Dave Chappelle. Why can't I say what I want? I'm being depressed. You know, it's not normal to say that stuff, really. You think it's normal because you do it for money all night long. But most people don't live like that. But I have a lot of fun fucking around at work and saying wild shit and not, you know, you're kind of trusting the people around you not to get you in trouble. But it's only ever with dudes. It's never with girls.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't worked in very female heavy places. We have one right now. We have one woman in my department, and she's kind of a bro. Mm-hmm. But I guess whenever I worked at the previous place, we had a lot of
if she was a bro, she would suck everybody's dick because she knows that's what's cool.
That's what bros do.
Yeah, dude.
that's what girl bros do.
Be cool. Why don't you be cool?
But we had to do our sexual harassment training again.
Yeah.
My boss said, you know, he had to do his own like manager version of it.
Yeah.
And there's one thing where like it's like, you know, if you're a manager and somebody tells you that, you know, somebody was harassing them or whatever, you have to report it to HR.
Yeah.
Like it's not negotiable that you don't report to HR. So he said we also have this new system where we can give each other kudos in our system. And so it's like, hey, if you ever want to like give kudos to other people for doing something good, do that, and then it goes in their file, and then it says like, oh look, they did a good thing. So I said, well, what if I give my lead kudos for sexually harassing me very well? Do you have to report that to HR? Like if he does a really, really like stand-up job sexually harassing me,
that's awesome.
You have to report that, don't you?
Yeah.
But what if I'm happy about the sexual harassment, so I gave him kudos? Is that like...
What if it worked out great for
everyone? This was like in our team meeting. This was recorded. There's a record of this joke that I made. You know?
You're doing a podcast with your friends.
Yeah. Yeah, he was like, please don't... He said... Please don't accuse people of sexual harassment through the kudos system.
I can't believe I have to say this. But here we are.
Hey, John Solo said, my favorite part of any job is the sexual harassment training. Yeah, because I love the scenarios and the actor. Like the kind of people that get to be the actors and the things where it's like they can't actually say the thing that would be offensive, so they have to like talk around. It always comes off like really forced and lame whenever they try and do a dramatization of the sexual harassment.
Yeah.
It's so lame that it's funny.
I told my boss, she's a girl, she's pretty cool, she's my like exact age, so we can I feel comfortable making lewd humor.
Yeah.
I was telling her how my daughter tried to introduce my wife and I to Morrissey. And I was like, I think you were consummated to that album. And she was like, I bet she loved hearing that. And I was like, okay, that's good feedback.
Yeah.
That means probably my boss did not love hearing me say that just now. I probably shouldn't have said it. Some context clues for you.
Let her complain.
Let
her write you up.
Yeah.
Bring in your union rep.
Well, if you say something one-on-one to someone in person, you never said that.
Yeah,
there's no witness. It wasn't on email.
John said, lately I noticed they put a woman in the position of power in a quid pro quo situation lately, and I'm kind of into it. Yeah, I like the ones where the boss is, the female boss is sexually harassing the male employee. It's like, It's one of those where like, well, how would you like it if we catcalled you? I'd be like, that would be the greatest thing that had ever happened to me.
How'd you like if I grabbed your dick and jerked you off?
Yeah, I know. It's like, what?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how that pans out.
God, if a woman told me I should smile because I'm handsome when I smile, that would make my month.
Yeah.
Good God, man.
I like your shirt. That shirt looks good on you.
Oh man, there was one.
Makes your man tits look smaller.
It's very flattering. There was one scenario where this big fat chick was being hit on by this like skinny in shape guy,
a big bitch.
And I was like, of course, of course, this is the what they go with.
Yeah, now they have to be careful how they present the offenses in the videos.
Yeah,
because you can't just have a dude saying the N-word and say, "Don't do this."
I know. It's like they definitely can't do like the racial.
Yeah.
It's like they can't depict actual racial harassment or any of that. So they have to like come up with a way to like, and it's always weird and like it's like an alien trying to explain human behavior.
Yeah. You have harassed me for the last time.
The N-word thing is exactly how we lost Papa John. Yeah, I was dropping the N-bomb in a, even though he was trying to say like.
We lost a lot of good men out there.
Yeah, even though he was trying to like, he said the word in trying to say,
don't.
We used to say this, or they used to be okay to say this, and now it's not, or whatever.
Yeah.
But still, you can't drop that in a meeting with like all of your HR and marketing departments and all that.
I love
one
that.
of those like, hey, read the room kind of situations.
I love the N-word as women are taking everything from men, and we can't have anything anymore.
Yeah.
Can we not have anything anymore? We used to be able to boop. That's all I want in life, and you've taken everything that I want from me.
Yeah.
Is that when I wake up in the morning ready?
Yeah. I remember one time in a meeting. It was actually a training, so I don't think there was any managers with us. It was just like one of our technical leads. This is in my old job. And there was probably like 7 or 8 of us in there. I told him that the best Mexican food smells like sweaty Mexicans.
Yeah, correct.
Because it's cumin. Cumin is to me has always smelled like a sweaty Mexican.
Yeah.
And
you're not wrong.
Yeah. And he was like, and the door was open, and the receptionist lady was right outside. He's like, you can't say, dude, the door's open. I was like, oh, she's Mexican. She knows.
No, that's my favorite wokeism. You can't say that. Yeah. Well, I think I just said it.
Yeah.
And I think I'm about to say it again. So, watch out.
Nope, I like not being allowed to say the N-word because it makes me more creative. It's the best art comes with limitations.
No, I didn't care until they fucked with retard, and then I got pissed off.
What's funny is that 10 years ago I never said retard, and now I say it all the time.
Yeah.
It's weird. I say it more now.
It's in the zeitgeist.
And I've probably been saying it more since COVID.
Well, ever since my kids told me I couldn't say it. If my kids tell me I can't say something, that's my bead on like what's happening with the world.
Yeah.
Like they can't even hear the N-word. They don't feel like they're even allowed to hear it.
They're not allowed to even think it.
Yeah.
Thou shalt not think the wrong thing.
I shan't not think bad thoughts. I want to go to the country where they say it. It's called Mississippi.
It's called the Confederacy.
Where's the Australia of the N-word? They say cunt.
Oh yeah. I don't. It's isn't it China? Because the N-word for them is
away.
like
Yeah, China.
Yeah.
Nugan. Win. It's just win.
Yeah, win. Have you watched Mobland?
Yeah, I love it.
I have not watched any of it. I need to. That's the show that I need to sit down and watch.
That's Guy Ritchie.
Yep.
But it's not. He doesn't have to slow down and tell you what everyone's name is all the time anymore.
Yeah.
He's matured. He's not trying to be all. Check out this
stylish
cool
and
song.
Shoot like quick camera cuts.
Yeah.
And cool music and all that.
Tom Hardy is the Ray Donovan fixer.
Yeah,
guy?
that's what I've heard. And like everybody who watches it, all the dudes that watch it, because I don't know if a lot of women watch Mobland, But all the dudes that watch it are raving about it. They're talking about how great it is.
Well, it's got Pierce Brosnan in it, and he's an Irish drug
Yeah.
lord, patriarch. And he's like, we've got to sell all the fentanyl. It's really funny. We've got to get our hands on the Mexicans so we can sell the fentanyl. The Mexicans have all the fentanyl.
That's awesome. I can't wait for the gentleman to come back. I hope I can remember what happened in the first season when the second season comes out. Some shows, especially like crime shows where there's lots of twists and turns, if it's like 2 or 3 years between seasons, I kind of forget.
I mean, yeah, Andor was kind of like that. This supposed to have been 3-4 years.
Well, that's why I rewatched the first one right before.
You got to do a primer.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't we watch it? Did we watch it? No, you'd already watched some of it. Yeah. We watched the insane episodes here. The best series of episodes you watched over here. The Gorman Massacre episodes.
Fucking Gormans. Can't even say the G word anymore in the Star Wars.
Space French. Yeah. Space frogs.
Splesbians. Walter, we were talking about space lesbians and how you like space lesbians because you're watching something that I was like trying to figure out what it would be called, and Walter said splesbians. I was like, that's perfect. Donnie likes to play games that have splesbians.
I still cannot believe that I lost all of my save data from Returnal. That was 186 hours worth of Returnal data, and I don't have it anymore. And I don't think there's any way to get it back.
You've got to go to the Mexicans and get hold of the fentanyl. Well, shit, I might lose. I might not make it to the end of this. They want 300,000 points, and I don't have it.
You're only a third of the way there. Son of a bitch.
Well, that's what it looks like to almost win this game.
Yeah.
Bro, I got a high score.
Yes. We're gonna be streaming the Switch 2 on release. I guess is that next week or is that week? That's week after next.
Yep.
So in 2 weeks, we're gonna be streaming Switch 2 on release day. We're gonna be streaming Mario Kart.
Other thing I was thinking about watching Andor was I wouldn't mind having a K2SO, but like die-cast metal.
Yeah.
That like clinks, you know, like a real well-made one.
Yeah. Like
the Black Series now kind of suck. That shit went down in quality.
I don't think I think that Star Wars merchant action figures and all that toys. I think that's kind of collapsed.
Yeah.
And nobody wants any of it, which sucks. But yeah, I would say that K2SO and what's it, B2 Emo or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Those are like the coolest ones that came from all that. I would like that TIE Avenger. That was cool. I would like to like have a model of that. I'd actually like to have a model of a lot of like a really high quality model of those. But those are like hundreds of dollars, and you have to put them together and paint them yourself. You know.
Yeah, you just don't want them to be plastic.
Right. Right.
Because it's metal. It's all supposed to be metal. It clanks. I still would be down to watch Mon Mothma and know how all the Bothans die.
Yeah,
we had a Gorman massacre. We might have a Bothan massacre.
You know what? At this point, if they did it, it wouldn't be Gilroy doing it, and it would probably end up not being as good.
Yeah, as eventually you make enough money where you don't have to do what they tell you anymore, and you can just do stuff that you want to do.
Right.
You can make bad thoughts on Netflix and freak everybody out with your weirdness. There was some stuff on that show that I'd never seen on any TV show before. I mean, it is Netflix, but it's got ass eating and all kind of crazy shit.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of at the limit on. I'm kind of done with a lot of that stuff. Like The Boys, like I have no interest in watching another.
Oh, you're gonna watch Tires, right?
Another Dick. Yeah, well, Tires isn't even gonna be that. It's gonna be like, just It's not gonna be anything really crazy on tires, I don't think.
No. They got John Lovitz now. And
Just like how, ooh, crazy, look, it's dicks and buttholes and
yeah.
gore and crazy things and, you know. It's like I have no interest. I was after season 3, I was pretty much done with the boys.
White Lotus and Righteous Gemstones, the whole time we were like, that's enough dicks. Can we get
a
tit?
When are they gonna
Can I get a tit?
Yeah, please. One.
How much for a titty?
Let me see one titty. At least White Lotus gave us Amy Lou, whatever that chick's name is. They gave us the best pair of tits of the entire cast. At least they gave us that.
Yeah, Alexandria Daddario.
Yeah, they gave us.
But
No,
you
they didn't
already
give
got
us
'em out.
hers. They barely gave us hers in that one. They
Sure.
definitely didn't give us Sydney Sweeney's. We had to go other places for Sydney Sweeney's.
Her cold dead eyes.
Yeah.
Her cold dead abuse victimized.
Her
Somebody did something to her.
doofy face. She just got kind of a doofy face.
That's good. I mean, it's better than when they try to fucking act smart. Just embrace it.
They try to fucking act
What's
smart.
actually happening.
Yeah. What are you? Why are you?
I'm
why
this
is-
guy.
why
I'm about to embody this guy.
Oh,
He's you. You become him. And now you're a cool guy.
sword and sorcery.
Someone needs my help.
Do you care about Onimusha? Did you play those?
I thought they looked cool, but I never actually played them. I think some of the guys on the Discord played them.
Onimusha.
Yeah, I just want to play the gay French Final Fantasy. I'm supposed to be getting my half-price Game Pass pretty soon.
Oh, at least you know that it's gay French Final Fantasy. Like, their powers are all about having a lot of rose petals. It's just crazy.
Awesome.
Calm down about being so gay. Just, you can call it mana. Everyone else calls it mana.
Yeah.
Just call it fucking mana. Why does it have to be? You need 3 butt plugs to proceed with your gay sex. And then there's, I was playing and I'm trying to find like the rest of the party members so I can have a full squad. Like I
Yeah.
got the girl, and then I saw somebody post a video of high level gameplay and it's still just the girl, and I was like, that's all you get is a girl. Where's everybody else? This game would be way better if you had like a full party.
Yeah, that's what I thought about Final Fantasy 16. I wanted a whole party.
Is there just a girl? I mean, Final Fantasy 16 is basically just Devil May Cry, which
Yeah.
is fine if you're into that kind of thing. You're in for a treat if you like that. Take my sword.
I still need to finish Final Fantasy 16. I need to play the expansion, and I need to beat the game. Maybe I'll do that soon.
The expansion adds 2 more shifts, 2 more
I thought you
Eidolons.
get Leviathan. Do you get another one?
Yeah, you get Ultima at the end.
Oh, Ultima counts as a
It's the
As a
same one that the
Eidolon or whatever. What do they call them? Do they call them Eidolons in that one, or do they call them Aeons?
Espers
Yeah.
Guardians Force.
Yeah, that was dumb. The Guardian Force. It
I've
makes
got
you
my
forget
own
that
Guardian
you
Force.
already met all these people and you grew up with them.
We get it. You're dead. You're old. Jesus.
Why is his hand so big?
Because it's Fable style.
Oh.
Fable style. Ghibli. What's it called? Chibi. Chibi hands. They have chibi hands.
Yeah, it's like Shrek.
How am I supposed to take this seriously if everyone's all cartoony looking? I played Onimusha 1, 2, and 3.
What kind of
On
games were those?
PS2,
Were those like
yeah.
third-person sword
Yeah, they're
slashy
samurai.
games?
Samurai games. But you have magic.
Oh, okay. Another drink.
Oh, Helldivers just got an update where you can be on Earth
Yeah, I saw that.
Boy, the boy's gonna be up all night. Doesn't matter. There's no school tomorrow. It's boy day. Boys day.
Let's go inside.
Why is IGN doing Wind Waker HD game play walkthroughs? Are they bringing that back again?
Switch 2 is going to have GameCube.
Okay, because the controller.
It's only going to be regular Wind Waker. It's not going to be Wind Waker HD.
Why the fuck would they do that?
These things are amazing.
Yeah. Oh, these are the rice cakes? Well, yeah, we got these.
Yeah, they're so amazing. The birthday cake.
The children are lucky there's still any. Yeah.
So 90 calories per
Yeah, you can have your birthday treat without being fat.
Oh.
Yeah. That was too late. Too late. You're over, Brett. You must be Aaron, right?
The only thing I didn't like about Wind Waker was changing the direction of the wind. That took too long and it was too annoying.
You at Queen Maria's coronation.
Sailing was rad. I just didn't like how much trouble it was to change the direction of the wind. Finding new islands was awesome.
Still alive.
But in the HD one, you can change it kind of on the fly.
I mean, they could make a bigger version of that with a bigger. That was my other problem with Wind Waker's map was too small.
Yeah, I love Wind Waker.
I could do with a bigger map on that.
That is.
There's some Game of Thrones game, but it's for phones. King's Road. The King's Road.
You wanted me to give you this.
6 out of 10. Okay, that sucks.
Didn't even let me look at it.
Do you think you might watch Thunderbolts, Donnie?
It's a
Maybe
very
eventually.
gorgeous age.
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
The last of the 7 hammers that forged the world.
Oh, did you watch Black Mirror? Or not Black Mirror, Love, Death, Robots?
No, I didn't get. Like I said, I didn't get
Exactly.
crazy enough to where I really saw colors amazingly or cool, animation things.
Yeah.
So I mostly just kind of sat around and just kind of stared off into space for a while.
There are 6 good ones and 2 shitty ones.
Yeah.
There's 2 really good CGI kind of animated ones that look like video game trailers.
Yeah.
There's 2 funny ones about cats, and there's 2 satanic ones. Like there's this demon that chases these World War II pilots that bomb a thing in Germany,
Yeah.
and it's the most horrifying demon I've ever seen in my
Oh,
life.
cool.
It's a baby doll face and like a million arms,
Okay.
and he just jams dudes' faces into the side of the jet window, and the blood comes everywhere.
Cool.
That's really great. And they're all, again, bite size. You can just watch them for 10 minutes.
Yeah. I guess I should watch a couple of those Black Mirror episodes like that. They said that USS McAllister sequel is pretty good. Somebody was telling me that.
That's got Melody, Christina Melody.
Yeah. Chick from Penguin.
Penguin Glue. This has a lot of controller and speaker shit.
Yeah, I was like, where's that speaker coming from? It's from the sound, because I have the main arc turned down.
Like, ooh. So this is how you make a weapon. You have to line everything up.
Okay.
And you can tilt it, and you can raise it and lower it. But you want to get everything as close to as possible.
To the white line.
Yeah.
I ordered my new desk yesterday. My
standy
music.
uppy?
Yeah, it's an adjustable standing desk, but it's also music and podcast production desk.
Nice.
It's gonna go in that other room.
With where you had the Mac earlier?
Yeah. Yeah. but now I got it in the I had it in my main office because I was setting it all up. But it's gonna move into there. And I don't know. I went over to Dylan's and I saw and we talked about some equipment and stuff. So I've got a couple things that I might be getting pretty soon for that kind of stuff. For the music room.
Listening room. You need a listening room. This room is just for listening. Come in here, children. Shut up. Sit down and just listen.
It's almost what I've got, but it's also the art room and the book room and all that because I don't have enough rooms in this house that I live in by myself with 4 bedrooms. I need more rooms.
My manor.
I was just thinking the other day what an insane house I would have if I could. All for myself. Don't you have to get those 2 down further?
Which
the tall ones? The real tall ones?
I don't know how to do it.
Right there? Don't you need to get those down to where they're closer to the
I
white?
don't know how to get them down. I'm doing all the things.
Oh, okay.
Those are the 2. There we go. Those are the unruly bastards.
Yeah.
Hey, Donnie got it. Donnie
Now
understands.
you got to
this
get those other ones over there. They'll
forging
come down.
mechanic
The ones
better.
right there. You got to get those down further.
Okay.
Right there. Yeah, got to get that. Boom. And then
Now I can repair this
you got
thing.
2 tall ones right
These
there.
boys.
You got to get down. There
You
you
might
go.
end up with a perfect thing.
And then maybe the ones in the very middle.
These boys.
Those 2 over the side. Yeah, I got to get those on the side down.
This was the only thing stopping me from liking this game all the way. Because this was annoying. But it might actually be cool. If you can figure it out.
You get those 2 down there. There you go.
Maximum quality.
I figured it out just by looking at it. You should have figured it out this fast before.
I'm closer to your TV. And you have a bigger TV. In my house, it was kind of blurry.
Well,
Your
It's not
living
my
room is
fault
better.
your eye is gay.
It's a faggot.
Your eye has semen in it. Take better care of your eyes. Stop letting dudes jizz in your eye.
I don't know. My parents sent me to Scared Straight. They thought it was for gay kids. Can I call it Dick Hammer? Or are you going to tell me no? Is this game gay? Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet. Dick Hammer.
Oh yeah.
Prepare for the Dick Hammer.
I was gonna mention whenever Heath was here, and I forgot. I spent somebody has put 8 hours of Grand Theft Auto Vice City radio show
Oh, nice.
on YouTube. So it's all the 80s songs with the DJs saying things in between them sometimes.
Oh, cool.
And I was sitting there listening to it all day while I was working, and I was like, you know what? For some reason, I don't think that in Grand Theft Auto 6 they're going to let the DJs say some of the stuff that they let them say in Vice City.
They're not.
I mean, they were saying retards. Everything was
yeah.
just about how slutty and dumb women are.
Nice.
It was so great. And I'm like, there's no way this is what the DJs are going to
But it was the real 80s. It's realistic. I don't want my suspension of disbelief ruined.
I know.
I can't enjoy the game unless I feel represented as a mean bully.
Yeah, the mean bully. Yeah, these are borderline Shrek people. Who made this game?
Mercury's team, the same people that made, what was it, Metroid Dread.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And why is it? They're not a Nintendo. Only Nintendo studio.
They betrayed their Japanese overlords.
What's this called? Blades
Blades of Fire.
of Fire. Blades of Glory.
Blade of Fire.
boy.
505 published it.
Hey, isn't it refreshing to see a strong white man as a lead in a video game? I feel seen.
Yeah.
I feel heard.
Obviously, because I am exactly like this guy.
And he's got a dumb gay boy with him, which makes it even cooler. Makes it even more Republican. We're going to Epstein's Island. Me and my dumb gay boy.
Yeah, they made Metroid Dread.
And it's not. I thought this would have Metroidvania-esque
Yeah. Well, they did.
similarities.
They did Castlevania Lords of Shadow.
Did you like that? Did you play that?
I never played any of those Castlevania games.
Well, all right.
They did Samus Returns. They had the remake of Metroid Prime 2 for the 3DS, or Metroid 2.
That was 15 years ago.
Yeah, Blades of Fire.
The Necromancer Acides. Lords of the Queen's.
Very cool.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, I might get this now that I understand the mechanic, but I also have to buy Death Stranding.
Kidnapped families, desecrated tombs.
Is this PlayStation only, or is it?
Blaming your staff.
I don't know.
Maybe
I think it's
it'll
other
be
stuff.
will it be on Game Pass? Game Pass.
All right, no, I'm not bringing the kids.
Queen's dogs. You heard must have been true.
What do we do now?
Did you see that? I guess there's a character in Doom Dark Ages that is voiced by Deborah Wilson, but they didn't make it look like Deborah Wilson. But of course, it's a white woman, so
Who's
it's
Deborah
okay.
Wilson?
That lady, the Jedi lady, survivor lady, the black lady who's in everything with the
Yeah.
buggy eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she voices a character in Doom, the Dark Ages, but the character that she voices for once doesn't look like her, but it's a white character.
Hmm.
I thought people aren't allowed to be voice actors for
She's doing
character
digital
that they're
whiteface.
not. Yeah, that's you're not supposed to be able to do that.
How dare you do digital whiteface to me? I feel like it's 9/11 all over again. This is worse than a miscarriage.
Yeah.
Miscarriage of justice. I listened to a little bit of Katie Sackmeoff's podcast
Yeah.
because she had somebody on about some Star Wars thing. I can't remember. I was excited about it. And then I looked at all the rest of them, and it was like, talks to this actress about being a mom. And I was like, fuck this dumb podcast. I thought Katie Sackmeoff was cool. Wrong again. Who wants to listen to that? Press R2 to switch between. Oh, nice.
Whoa. There's cool blood in this game.
Yeah, it's very gloopy. Gloopiness intensifies.
Yeah, Norm from Cheers died.
What was his famous line?
I just remember him always complaining about his wife.
Yeah.
Take my wife. It's going to be an IT TV show. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Welcome to Derry.
I do not care.
Dude, we were looking at movies to watch on Plex, and there was one with that Skarsgård guy from It.
Yeah?
The other Skarsgård, whatever.
Yeah.
The nerdy small one that gets all the
Not
horror
the-
roles.
Not the Norseman, but the other one.
Yeah. The retarded, just
The one whose eyes look in slightly different
the
directions.
redheaded stepchild of the
Yeah.
Skarsgård. I had to let him be a retarded.
Yeah. Well, he was
Redhead so that
Nosferatu.
the large son could grow. He ate his.
Yeah, he ate
His
the food.
fetus.
He ate the food of his.
He ate the
younger
placenta
brother.
of the baby.
Yeah.
Now he's a mean clown.
Bill Skarsgård.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That sounds like a name for your redheaded retarded kid.
and you know their
This
dad
is
is
Eric, and this is Bill.
they're Luthen's sons.
Yeah, yeah.
What show was it? Was it a horror? Or was it?
It was a drama thriller with him and Anthony Hopkins about an old man that has a camper or a big SUV. And then, so I guess Anthony Hopkins has an SUV that's like tricked out and cool,
Yeah.
but it's like a prepper camper. And so Skarsgård is like a thief and tries to break in and steal it or steal stuff out of it.
Yeah.
And then it turns into like a death ride. Like he's traps him in there.
Okay.
So it's like Don't Breathe, but of
Yeah.
RVs.
Yeah. Is it? I guess it must have been recent.
Yeah, no, that's recent.
I think Anthony Hopkins was like slowing. I thought he was kind of slowing down because he's old. He's really old now. Isn't
I think he got like a star.
he? Yeah.
Didn't do very well.
Yeah.
Somebody tricked them into making that movie.
Or paid them.
I read about it. I was like, who? Somebody lied to you, sister.
Yeah.
First men carved hundreds of pieces of wood and scattered them all around the world. We'll find many on our journey.
Those are the pitch meetings I want to see. So, to set the stage,
Yeah.
New parts that you can use to upgrade
you're an old man with a camper. And Anthony Hopkins is like, what the fuck is this bullshit? I'm a Shakespearean thespian.
Jason Mantzoukas on Taskmaster. I guess I need to watch that.
Is he Taskmaster in Thunderbolts?
No, it's a show called Taskmaster,
Oh, okay.
and Jason Mantzoukas is on it. Now I don't know what it is.
Chicken Me Too Tsukas. Did he get Me Too?
I don't think he got Me Too.
You're not allowed to Me Too brown guys. That's
Yeah,
racist.
he's too brown.
You
to
have to
Me
let
Too.
them harass.
Yeah.
You have to let Indians dude harass girls or you're racist. It's part of my culture to be a creep and tell girls I want to kiss their vagina.
Please to be showing me your breath.
I come from a society where for thousands of years we have been taking women to the surprise jungle. You cannot tell me that we are not allowed to.
Oh, missed it a few minutes ago. John Solo asked is Helen Keller immune to flashbangs? Yes. Yes, unless they also are like tear gas for your breathing in. If flashbangs do stuff where you can smell
Oh,
or
yeah.
breathe them in, then fuck you up. That's the only way that they would hurt her. Obviously, she's immune to flashbangs. If it's flash and a bang.
Yeah, she fucking flashed me and I banged her.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah, she must have been immune to flashbangs. If you went back in time, don't kill Hitler. Go use a flashbang on Helen Keller and find out.
There you go.
Should have enlisted. I don't think she'd have been very good in the army because of all the other things that you have to do that require
She
your
wouldn't
eyes and ears.
pass physical training PT.
Yeah.
I had a roommate whose girlfriend got all anti-angry patriarchy. She lived in the house with all of us, and she was like, "I'm gonna go join the Coast or the National Guard." She was like, "I can do it," and we
Yeah.
were like, "Nobody said you couldn't do that. Go right ahead, go crazy." And during boot camp, she shattered both of her ankles.
What?
Her woman ankles couldn't march for the amount of marching that you have to do in boot camp.
Was
for
this
the
a Virginia girl?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So she set out to prove herself and beat the men's system.
Yeah.
And her ankles, nature said no. Nature was like, actually, women can't do this.
That's hilarious.
And if you try, you will destroy your body. Men can't have babies. There's some things that some people
Yeah.
shouldn't try to do because it hurts. And it will break your body.
Mm-hmm. That's hilarious.
She didn't come back. She moved somewhere else from the
Yeah. Whose girlfriend was she?
my roommate's girlfriend, this guy, Jason.
Not so it wasn't one of the ones I know.
No, she was cool. I got some runoff poontang from one of her friends. That was cool. Back when the only use I had for women that were other people's girlfriends was if they were going to bring other girls around.
Right.
Hey, what do you do around here?
Now that I'm like 40, I don't have a lot of that. Everybody
Yeah.
who's married, their wives don't have a lot of friends that I can meet.
Oh, girls don't have friends. Married girls don't have friends because their friends try to sabotage their relationships.
Yeah.
If you want to stay married, you can't have friends that are girls Before I got married, my wife's best friend tried to tell her she didn't like me. She's like, I don't like him. And all I did was ask her if she had any cool new bands I could find out about. She had a cool house. She had a cool record collection. She seemed cool. Cool decorations. So I was like, hey, you got cool records? You got a cool record player? You got a cool house? Do you got any new bands that I could get into? I guess maybe I came off as like judgmental or something. I was like, what do you got? You got some cool new shit I haven't heard of? I was trying to be like a friend.
Yeah.
But I guess I don't know. Maybe I sounded like I was busting balls. I don't know if there's a... Maybe there was a nicer way I could have said it. Or maybe she was having her moon glorious.
Yeah.
Her glorious moon time that everyone needs to respect and honor when you don't make any sense and you're mean to everyone.
Yeah.
Which is very important for everyone to be allowed to do. And if you don't like it, you're the patriarchy. She was like, Tanya doesn't like you. And I was like, okay. Everyone doesn't have to like me. A lot of people don't like me. That's fine. She tried to tell me not to marry you. And I was like, okay.
Anytime I've gotten that from like a girl, so-and-so doesn't like you, I'll be like, well, they're wrong. You should tell them to stop being wrong.
Yeah. You know, I mean,
anyone who doesn't like me is just wrong. They are incorrect.
Yeah. I'm a good guy. I never bullied every retarded kid I went to school with.
I never drew a picture of the fat girl in class and then put it in her backpack.
Dude, I had a sheet of everybody in my whole third grade class.
Yeah.
And they were all like Pokemon type characters. But they all just were caricatures that had like an exaggerated feature.
Yeah.
This is skinny dork with glasses guy. Shoot, now I gotta find my sword because I died.
You lose the thing that you had?
Lost my dick hammer.
It's like Dark Souls.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Souls-like.
Or any Souls-like where you lose all your shit and you have to go get it.
Yeah, people have grown weary of Souls-likes.
Quite weary. I've grown quite weary.
I've grown tiresome of your games.
Have you never watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, did you?
No.
There's one episode that's so good. It's called Flowers for Charlie.
Uh-huh.
It's where they make Charlie smart, like on Flowers for Algernon, you know?
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Flowers for Algernon is? You didn't read that in school?
No, I've heard of it.
It's where they take a dumb, retarded guy and they make him smart through science.
Look, I like my stuff to be realistic that I watch. Okay,
Yeah.
That's fantasy. Retarded guys are going to stay retarded forever. They're not going to get better. Well, they made a movie for retarded people trying to tell them there's hope. That's rude.
Yeah.
That's mean to do to people.
Dude, that's what you should do. All the other crap you watch, you need to stop watching that for now.
And read Flowers for Algernon.
Yeah, first read Flowers for Algernon, and then watch all 15 seasons of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Hey, Chris was watching it.
Oh, yeah, we also have to listen to
Yeah, we have to listen to telepathy tapes. I meant to start that. I'm serious. I'm seriously like, I'm like, Chris, how do you believe this?
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
I know. I'm like, what? How are they tricking you?
Why do you believe this?
How are they tricking you to believe that autistic people can read people's minds? What the fuck? I guess I'll listen to the tapes and I'll see what they're saying.
There's only one way to be sure. It's to listen to the telepathy tapes.
Oh no, the Zootopia 2 trailer's out. I wonder how woke that's going to be. I mean, the original one was the original Zootopia was a little bit woke.
The animals aren't gay enough.
It was very much a very thinly veiled allegory for like racism and all that, which it was still a really good movie and all that.
That was good.
But I wonder if this one's going to be just like way more retarded.
Maybe not. I don't know. It's Trump's America.
Yeah. The guy's like, is he bleeding or is he at work or what is he?
He is very angry at me. Oh, shit. And I'm out of. I died again. Oh, this game is hard. It's like a Souls-like. Like a real Souls-like.
You have to dodge roll correctly.
Doesn't have dodge roll.
You have
So
to
it's not a Souls-like.
time your parries.
Yeah. So what are you waiting on to get Game Pass back?
I'm waiting on somebody we know to
Give you a discount?
somebody we know to use his connections to get the Microsoft employee price of.
But he's not a Microsoft employee.
He knows one.
Okay.
He knows people who know things and have access to things.
Okay.
It's basically like it's like $97 or $98 for a year, and I'm just waiting on him to give me the code, and then I'm going to give him the $90-something. Actually, he owes me $15 because of I bought something for him, and then he's getting me a certain controller for a certain system.
What would you buy if you got your $10,000 from our other friend?
I would pay $10,000 of debt off.
Okay. You just pretended it wasn't real. You have any fun with it? You have to get some item, like a token, so you can treasure it.
Yeah, I'd have to like frame. I'd probably, I don't know. I'd probably get the canceled check and frame it. Well, that's one of the other requirements is that we both have to report on our taxes.
Yeah.
So there's a legal record that there was reparations paid. God, his wife would be so mad. She would just to even hear.
That's almost possibly the best part.
I know that's almost the best part. Of it. But I don't want it to come out of her money.
For what?
has-
It's our money.
I know, but it has to come like out of like directly out of his paycheck.
It's all our money.
Yeah, it's the token is the things that I've already bought with the things that I'm in debt for. The video games.
What's this retro?
It's retroactively. It's reparations for the thing how far I was set back.
Because you bought those things because you were sad. So it's his fault.
It's
You're angry.
it's the ripple effect of how shitty it was for me all those years ago.
Yeah.
If it hadn't been shitty for me all those years ago, the ripple effect of
Yeah.
things that are shitty now would be less shitty.
The butterfly wing.
Yeah, so that's the reparations for that. It's like you know, black people when they were slaves and then they didn't get to build wealth, and now we're so many generations where if they had been able to build that wealth, in 1890 or 1920 or whatever, how much better off would their descendants be now because they'd have been raised in a more prosperous, stable situation, right?
The reverse trickle down effect.
Yeah, that's what reparations are. Reparations are to try and make up for.
Okay, well, I'm Jewish. I want it from Egypt then. I want a whole pyramid.
You should get one.
Yeah. It's not fair.
Egypt owes you reparations.
Those are
No,
my-
I'd
those are my
say
people.
you're owed more recent reparations from Germany. Germany should definitely be paying you some money.
For what? I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but let's not exaggerate how much
Yeah.
money Germany owes me, okay?
No, at the end of that soda thing, the transporter thing,
Yeah.
he was like, Nick, do you have any plugs or anything you're trying to promote? And he was like, yeah, just get everybody to watch The Year of the Dragon. I want to get it to 6 million views. There's something I like about that number. 6 million sounds nice and round.
Yeah, I got my little dog bite scrape, and then a little bit of bruising. It's not too bad.
You should be legally allowed to fuck that dog up.
I know, but it's not. It's a cute dog though. It's like
Yeah.
it's a Dalmatian. It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that mean. It shouldn't be trying to bite people. It's just a sweet little Dalmatian. I thought Dalmatians were like dumb and friendly. I don't think they would like try and bite people.
They're ill-tempered. They're notoriously
I didn't
ill-tempered.
know that.
They're retarded. They're inbred.
Yeah.
You can't get a non-retardation Dalmatian. They're only available in tarred colors.
Yeah.
I think I found a hard mode weapon. Can't figure out how to get any of these to match up.
Oh, there you go. Started to do a little bit.
Yeah.
I think you got to bring it up like that and hit it. Bring it to where you start to get that thing.
Ah, you're correct. Once again.
See, there you go. And then you bring some more of it down. And you bring some more of it down. Right there, maybe.
A little cunt hair. 1 cubic cunt hair of...
That's better right there.
Come on, I want my 3rd star. God damn. There we go.
Maybe if you go
Oh,
all
now
the way
the rest of it
down
is-
to the end at the right there, and then move it around a little bit. Maybe you can get some of the ones down, and there you go. See, get it kind of down a little bit better. Oh, that's starting to look good right there.
Got a little another penis hair.
Yeah, I don't know how you get that other part to get tall. There you go. That's some like
Both sticks can go up, down, and left and right. So you can tilt the hammer,
Yeah.
you can raise and lower the power, and then this is raising and or changing the width of the striking area. So you just have to. I feel like fucking Luthen's bitch trying to fuck with the radio and get Andor. Uh-huh.
third star. Yeah, you got to figure out how to just get the stuff on the top and those things right.
I can't believe
There
that
you go,
girl
right
wasn't Leia.
I
She was
know.
Clea.
I know, it is Clea, and she looks like Leia.
Yeah. She was
So
doing
funny.
very Leia-ish things.
Yeah. See that, what's his name? Randy Bitchford said about Borderlands 4, if you're a real fan, you'll find a way to make it happen. I'm paying $80.
For what game?
Borderlands 4?
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. I don't need it.
They're gatekeeping brokenness. You're not cool if you're broke. You don't love your hobby. Borderlands has never felt like a AAA game to me, like a must-have.
Yeah, it's way too quirky 2015 cutesy speak. What happened to the other star? There's 5 stars.
I hit it too many times.
So you went down?
I guess so.
You lost the ability to have 5 stars?
I guess so. I'm about to lose the ability to have 4. Just so I can fuck with spears. Thank you. Bye-bye. I've never repaired a weapon once anyway. I always lose them. Yeah, I didn't realize that Luthen killed her parents. That was the sounds of the screaming outside.
Well, it was the whole like everybody. It was the whole.
Yeah.
I mean, his. I
Well,
guess they were
apparently
just
he
killing
was
people.
in the battalion that killed her.
Yeah, he was the guy running
Yeah.
the troop or whatever.
And then he just had a bad time.
Yeah, and it was like I don't know. I was like, they were pretty. They were nicely vague about it. I like how vague they were about things in the show.
Yeah.
Like it needed to be, oh, this is this specific place that we've heard about before, or this specific person. Like you never know. You don't know where they were, where she was. You don't know who they were. They didn't have stormtrooper armor on.
It wasn't Mimbin. It was pre-Empire.
Was it? I don't know.
Well, that was another cool thing that they didn't do again was when they showed when he was little. There were episode 3 clone troopers when they had the hanging when his father got hanged in season 1.
In
There was
Ferrix.
It was a different kind of helmet.
Yeah, it was clone troopers in Ferrix. But that could have been right after the Empire. Because they were still clone troopers look. They still had the clone troopers look like right after episode 3.
Jab mode. Jabby stab mode. Yeah, it worked out pretty good.
I got to go into the office tomorrow.
Stock's ready. Now on to the illustration.
I can't wait to see it.
What? Illustration? I didn't know there was an illustration.
What the hell is this?
What the hell is this?
Forge's device. It's petrified, so it's probably made of steel.
No, that's guy. Oh, he's weak against spears. Good thing I made a spear.
Yeah, he looks like an orc. Mayhem Warmonger. Yeah, dodge roll, see?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. The guy keeps killing me. I do not like you.
You almost got him. Is this just a demo?
Yeah. It's a lot. They give you a lot. They give you this whole little town in the demo. And you can do all the different weapon types. You can go back and build up and get more stuff. And come back. It's content rich for a free thing. Let's play this until I get sick of it and then not buy the real one. The Jewish method of gaming. I grow tiresome of your games. That was the other thing that bothered me about it. Andor, they're like, it's the first rape in the Star Wars universe. But it was only a rape because she said he tried to rape me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was obvious what he was trying to do.
He asked her out.
And then he put his hand on her, and then he was like, duh.
He tried to kiss her, and then she beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah.
and then
And then he fought
died.
back.
Yeah. They got in a fight.
Required new parts for this type of weapon.
You can use them in the forge the next time you build them.
Ah, okay. That
To make a
makes
better
sense.
spear and kill the guy.
Oh, Jesus.
Or you get double teamed.
Here's my butthole.
What is that?
It's a curly blur.
How do you heal yourself? Do you get healing items?
Yeah, down. Down pad. Oh, shit. What the hell are you doing
How do
here?
you come back? flaming ball thing.
Stop hurting me. Oh. Motherfucker did. Where were you the whole time, kid? This dude does not help nothing. I will watch safely from a distance as you fight. Well, thanks. Even if God of War, the boy does something. Boys. I still have to find my hammer.
Enough ruckus, Bub.
Out of the way, lad.
Oh no, barf powers.
What's that giant thing? Oh, that thing. Wow. Troll or something?
Yep. I got dead dude weapons all over the battlefield now. Yeah, I don't have anything to look forward to now that Star Wars is over. I'm sad. No reason to live.
The Superman movie.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Superman. Are you watching all the trailers for that?
I watched the most recent one.
Where she tries to be a reporter.
Yeah, she tries to like grill him and he gets mad.
He's like, you're just a dumb lady. I'm super. But the Witcher Wild Hunt had a 10th anniversary, but they didn't add anything to the game.
Well, they already did that upgrade a couple of years ago.
Oh, and Last of Us show continues to get exponentially gayer.
I know.
Every episode.
Yeah, I keep reading about it.
Like whenever she said I'm going to be a dad,
Yeah.
that was like 3 episodes ago. They should have been like, hold on to your butts.
Yeah.
It's going to get worse. You have no idea.
And then now they're saying it's going to be 4 seasons.
Of course.
But I'm like, they're going to lose so many viewers. Like, people are not going to be interested in it. They keep trying to, I don't know. Like, I know that this season is not doing as well as the first season.
Well, they didn't do enough. They haven't done enough Abby stuff so far to make it. If the whole next season is going to be about Abby, nobody's going to care.
Yeah.
Because everyone, of course, is just doing the same knee-jerk meme reaction. We hate Abby. We hate the actress. She should kill herself. Because she did her job in the show, what her character did in the game. They weren't going to not do that.
If it keeps getting gayer, you should probably stop watching it.
Yeah.
That's what I said. What did I say? What did I say? The TV show is the worst part of the game, which is the plot and the characters and the story. There's not good gameplay in season 2 of the TV show.
Yeah.
Dude, people have been making such funny photoshops of what's her name of Bella Ramsey with her face. Like they did one of the Aliens guy with her in it. They did. You know, I'm something of a dad myself. That one. They're doing a McLovin one of her.
Dang. AI is awesome.
Yeah. You're his daddy. You're his daddy, Ellie. And it's Forrest Gump with her face. Oh, man. Lots of her is Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, of course.
Yo, I'm a dad, bitch. It's Jesse. My name is Ellie. You killed Joel. Prepare to die. They're just putting her face on all of these guys. It's great.
Did you see the pranks of them showing photos to guys of AI of them doing gay shit and them getting all mad?
What?
So some kid got a hold of some phone tech where at the mall, basically, he's like 15.
Yeah.
You can go up to a 40-year-old guy that's sitting on a bench not looking at you
Yeah.
and take his picture and then AI it into gay sex. And then they go up and show the dude, is this you with the photo? And he goes, yeah. And then they hit play and he's getting his dick sucked. And then these old 40-year-old dudes at the mall are like, hey, fuck you. That's not me. I don't know what it's called.
Uh,
Yeah, I think it was on Hate Watch yesterday.
AI, gay, sex, prank.
But they're getting boomer dudes that don't understand AI, so they're just like horrified.
Yeah.
How'd you get that? I never did that. It's like they don't understand that it's fake. I would never do something like that.
I can't find it. That sucks. What is that music? Is it the weird whistle thing?
Yeah.
Lots of porn comes up. Lots of Pornhub. It was on Hate Watch, you said?
Yeah.
I'll have to try and find out where they're getting this from. So funny.
There we go.
Hey, are we going to do something other than just stand here?
I knew it was you at first sight. Look at this. Is this you?
Get the fuck out of my face. It's not me.
That's awesome.
You're a famous gay porn actor. I want to get your autograph.
Is there any more, or is it just that guy?
I don't know. I'm the only one that I've only seen it on that show.
Oh man, it's on TikTok or something. I don't know. That's hilarious.
I gotta go. I gotta go take my medicine.
All right, that's the end of the stream.
I love yous.